It's late. Hi, we're Livio Roby, representing our project here and from Houston, of course.
And welcome to our working space. Yeah, we met in the studio. We met, and then we share ideas, and we had a good connection. We started doing some stuff together, just as a test to see how it goes. So it went pretty cool. And from that moment, we decided to make this project called Livio Roby, and then that was it. From that moment, we started producing together.
We didn't have so much hardware. We always wanted to get stuff on the way, and that was also a good motivation. Like everything comes from the music, where you just give it back to the music, and it was more based on software and combined with few little things that we had at the moment. And look around now, it's just a part of our studio, and it took us a long process to get along the way.
We are really excited about a new Eurorack modular that we want to build. We have a small booklet for the moment. We are excited because there are different components from different producers, so they all kind of sound different. And it's on our plan, for sure. I don't know how long it will take, but...
We're gonna invest some time in this. We don't know when we're gonna finish, but it's gonna open a new gate, and we already know about it. But we didn't want to jump into experimental experiment in modular. So we want to cover the basics, and then we're gonna thinking to extend the book line whatever comes in, and of course a lot of processing for external processing on and mastering as well. We wanted to expand the studio as much as possible in all the ways.
First studio we had was a dark place in the basement, so it was cool for a couple of years, but then obviously it was too much basement, so we wanted to move. So we have like an open space, natural light during the day. I think this is quite inspiring. We're gonna we're gonna build a new studio.
Yeah, and not only a place like just to sit and make beats and music and just working on a track. We can just have a break or working in a mastering or now developing that kind of area. A place where you just can feel comfortable just to listen music or just play music and invite people and other friends to come and just join together.
We had this idea to make a collaboration album, and then we hook up friends to make tracks together, and it's really interesting because we didn't have a chance to meet each other and to make a track together. It's interesting how this whole thing via internet can develop. Like we do some stuff, and then our friends doing something on top of it, and then the project comes back. It was interesting to work like that. We never did it before, so it was quite a good experience, I would say. Well, the main technique that is really attractive to us is to jam. So we kind of jam and then see where it goes, and then we kind of cut as an arrangement, we leave it as an arrangement. We are not really into going back to tracks, I mean, if we're not sure about a track, we don't finish, maybe then it means it's not really proper, and then we kind of never get back.
And it's never like an open experiment. We just not doing something just to try it out. We start with the bass. We know it sounded good, so this is how we continue to add things on the way and bring everything in. But it's not just okay, let's see how this is sounding, and then maybe we put out the stuff, or no. We know what we have, and then we're just going with that, changing stuff on the way, but at the end of the day the track is done. You hear this is not right, and you have to change it. We don't even have to tell to each other, because you hear it, and after all this time you just know is the right or not, or you want a different color, or you want to put it in a different time, or it's this kind of stuff.
Yeah, but this comes with time. I mean, in the beginning of course we could not realize so fast if the track is good or the loop is right, and then immediately we can tell okay, this is good, this we can work on. Sometimes you just get inspired if you watch a movie or you hear a cool soundtrack, or being outside in the city, maybe something is inspiring you. Also in a plane, sometimes you're just with headphones and laptop, and maybe you want to do an edit. And yeah, everywhere I think it's cool to be around music and to cut something or to create an idea. I think it's cool to try a new machine on every track, like to start with new machine, because it gives like a different angle to the whole production process. So depends, like today I can start with doing a pad on a old Roland, and then tomorrow is you start just with a beat, and then a different day you just start with a tweaking with a modular, I don't know, stuff like that. But no, we don't start always with the same machine, for sure. I try to avoid that.
No, it's totally random. You don't know where to
Yeah,
start.
it's random.
And like, or just play with the same clap and put it different way, and just like then put a kick and then change stuff. I don't know, whatever it comes, it just seems to fit.
I kind of find escape in all cameras, photography, like developing pictures and having a dark room. I like to do that when I try to keep the creative process alive. Or watching movies, I like to watch movies as well. Yeah, all this kind of stuff.
Yeah, there are times when you get blocked and stuck, but it's not staying in the studio. I have to say, it's not really necessary to make a track. Just play and learn, and there's so many features that you have to know. There's so many new stuff and so many routing that you just like, this filter with that and put it in that effect. And meeting in a plane and just like, what about this and that, what about that, and now I'm gonna change this, and okay, I was like changing this and do a new patch.
We get excited.
Do a new set. This, what about that? And then it's like the ideas coming like this in the head. And then when you come from the gig, you just want to go straight to the studio.
When we produce this Premierescu, George is involved, so he's bringing his own stuff that he likes. He has a selection of gear that he prefers and he uses, so we kind of go all in that direction. And there's a lot of stuff that George starts and we finish together. So it's cool that he comes with a new vibe. Like we kind of sometimes we give him the vibe of doing Premierescu stuff.
We only change equipment when we play live. This is what makes a difference, Only this, because when we play live, we created in the beginning we created like our own stuff, usual stuff, but really modified, and this where the difference happened. But in the studio, we kind of use what we have, The album took us like 8 to 10 months, and it was a long process, because we had to go through the summer as well, and a lot of friends, a lot of artists, they go into Ibiza, they going on tour. It's really difficult, to just catch them on time, and this is how it was back and forth until we kind of had it, And now it seems like everyone is happy, so ready to go. Normally it can take, if we all have the people here, maybe it would not take that much time, or but it's pretty fast
because you have to catch everybody in different place, different mood. I don't know, if they're not free, they have a gig.
And they have to make their own music as well. And about the project. Can you send it to me again? The link has expired, and I'm gonna do something. Of course.
It was quite difficult to put everything together, but in the end, it worked.
But it was a very nice collaboration and very interesting. We were enthusiastic about that, and nobody wanted to let the track go down. We didn't change artists on the way. We said this is us. This is what we're gonna do the album, and let's do it. And it worked perfectly. Most of the artists, they're already part of Desolat label. We used to play with them together and be our colleagues. So this is how Desolat like it, and